So when it comes to new games that are like absolutely terrible, it's really easy to just rip into the game the whole video and not have anything productive come out of it. But that's not really how I do things. When I'm tearing something down, I also like to try to be as productive as possible and maybe look at some ways we could fix it. So first, before I talk about like my plan to save Halo Infinite, I'm gonna recap some of the things that I said in my previous video about Halo Infinite called Halo Infinite is a Tragedy. Once again, here we are. It is a weekend and we are looking at an estimated wait of 57 seconds to get into the most popular mode in Halo Infinite. So where do we begin with this? Well, first off, let's compliment the game at least a little bit. The foundation, it's good. It feels good to play, it runs smoothly, the graphics are nice, a lot better than whatever the heck they were showing before the game came out. Gunplay is good, everything is pretty evenly balanced for the most part, and currently there is a decent variety of modes and the menu setup is okay. You know, obviously at launch it was a bit of a problem that there was only a quick play filter and you could not choose what modes you wanted to play. That is just that's not okay. But anyway, let's get into to the negatives. So obviously the first negative is everything that we're seeing here. This map, most of the modes in this game, basically. Okay, I thought my game glitched and my guy was backwards. I was about to say, are we really starting on this bad of a foot? I think the main thing that burns with Halo Infinite is everything that we're playing now, everything that you're seeing on your screen right now, this is the same stuff we've been playing for the last year. And it's important to note that I don't think anybody would be complaining if the game sucks. So like, if the game sucked, people wouldn't be asking for more content. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, if the game was absolutely horrible and nobody wanted to play it, they wouldn't even care about the content. They'd just be like, we forgot about Halo Infinite. But no, the game is good on its surface. Like, it feels good to play. That's why people want more content, because it's a good foundation. The problem with most live service games is that, well, not the problem with most live service games, the problem with the way Halo is dealing with the live service thing, or the way that they're executing it, is most live service games have a plan, right? They go into it, and like for Call of Duty, for example, I bet you, like Sledgehammer and Activision, they know way ahead of time what's coming in Season 4 or 5, like even when they're still like putting out Season 1. They work on these things months in advance. Like Fortnite, for example, they didn't just whip out freaking Star Wars and Marvel out of nowhere. No, they had this stuff planned way in advance. But Halo Infinite, at least from the way that it's been like getting shown off, revealed, the really lackluster 5-second trailers that don't really show anything. It honestly kind of seems like 343 is putting stuff out as they finish it. And with live service stuff, you know, it takes a long time to develop things. They need to have this stuff ready way in advance. I think if Halo Infinite would have had at least another year for them to develop, like, I don't know, maybe 2, 3, heck, even start developing 4 seasons of the stuff, push out a season like every 2 to 3 months, I feel like we would have been in a much better place right now, but no. They just had to push it out and, you know, release the game early to make it look like everything was going good when clearly it wasn't, and they have no idea what they're doing. So this leads me into my plan to save Halo Infinite, okay? We're throwing on the Uncle Sam hats, we're doing the pointing the fingers, we're gonna save Halo Infinite. Alright, first step. There's nothing we can do right now. I know that is like the most anti, like whatever, like, I know, but right now there's nothing we could do. However, if November rolls around and they do roll out the Forge beta, I think that is going to be the beginning of something great happening. And as far as like things that can happen soon, I think that's the soonest that anything is going to be able to happen on our end of things for things to start changing for us. I think nothing's going to be good for us until November at the very least. Even though that may be the soonest that we can start seeing results, that doesn't mean that there's nothing they can't do behind the scenes right now. So I think their best course of action, you know, Microsoft's got the big bucks. They're able to just pull out freaking $70 billion out of their pocket to go acquire Activision. Oh, Bethesda will throw $7 billion. Like, they have money everywhere. These homies probably literally wipe with Benjamin. And with 343 being one of Microsoft's main studios, considering they're developing one of, if not Microsoft's most popular freaking franchise, I think Microsoft should invest in either getting way more developers from other studios or other developers that are kind of like familiar with the whole live service thing into 343 industry. Either that or doing what Warzone's been doing, man. Like, even though it is kind of crappy that Warzone has had to have like 10 million different developers, look at that game. I mean, it works. There's content. Sure, it's glitchy. Sometimes the metas suck. But hey, the game works. There's content. Halo Infinite, not so much. So you know what? Screw too many cooks in the kitchen right now. Right now, it seems like there's either not enough cooks in the kitchen, not enough cooks that care, or just not enough cooks that don't know what they're doing, okay? The way I see Halo Infinite with the whole new live service thing, it's like if you threw a bunch of Chef Boyardees in the kitchen to do something. They don't know what they're doing. All they've ever had to do is microwave it. They don't even know how to use pepper. So that's the main thing they can do behind the scenes. Just get more developers, get more people on it that actually know what they're doing, and I would say push 343 off to the side. Obviously, have them still be there to help develop it. Be like, okay, this is how you use the engine. This is how we've been coding things. This is, kind of like the rough idea of how we promote things, which, I mean, that needs an overhaul in itself. The promotion and marketing for this game has been terrible. But, just be there as like a overseer, I guess. But I feel like another development team should come in and be like, okay, this is how it's done. I think Halo Infinite is going to be a dead game until at least 2023, though. But that does lead me into the other thing I was talking about earlier with Forge Mode coming in November. I think if the community hops on it and like the most talented people in the community can hop on it, it sucks and it shouldn't be this way. Obviously, the community should not have to take over for the developer, but this is just a unique situation. If the most talented people in the community can hop in, maybe remake some old Halo game modes, maps, everything like that, I feel like Halo Infinite could have a bit of a resurgence for a bit. And if 343 allows battle pass progression, XP progression, this, that, and the other through the Forge mode, we'll be good. Because this way we won't be forced to play like the 8 maps that are in the game right now over and over to, progress. We'll have an unlimited, technically, amount of content to play through in order to keep going, and that'll keep players engaged, wanting to go for the grind because they get to experience something new. Yeah, but I honestly think everybody at 343 should just kind of sit back for a second and really get their game together. Maybe Microsoft, like I said, needs to come in, throw some other studios at it. And I think if they just kind of stick to what they're doing right now, let Season 2 kind of be a dead thing. But as soon as Season 3 hits in March, make sure all the other development teams have been there. Make sure everybody's, going strong on making the maps and just make Season 3 like the best thing they possibly can. And hope that in that 4-month span between November to March, between Forge and then, that there's enough content being pushed out to the community to hopefully keep the game alive till then. Because honestly, I don't know how much longer this game's going to go. Even pushing to November to when Forge comes out, that's even pushing it, man. The Steam numbers are dropping. Obviously, Steam numbers aren't an end-all be-all, but I mean, as you guys saw, it took me almost a minute to even get into a match. And for a game that just came out a year ago that's supposed to have a 10-year plan, I'm not an RTS guy, but at this point, I'd rather play a Halo Wars 3. I don't know, just look at this game. Doesn't something just feel off? This game just feels very... dead. Oh, and just, another quick side note, maybe give us a split screen since it's already in the game. I'll throw up some footage right now, but there's literally people that have been playing split screen, so why you're withholding it, I don't know. The next bit that I feel like could really help save Halo Infinite is if they would just finally open up the line of communication. I feel like things from their end have just kind of been, dead. We need, an honest sit-down. When Cyberpunk came out and CDPR sat down and had that, YouTuber apology type video, even though the atmosphere was very YouTuber apology, at least it was still an apology. At least it was still good. At least they were being honest. We need that from 343. We just need somebody from there to just sit down in front of a camera and be like, look, we messed up. We have a plan to save this game. And then just kind of be honest with us on what their plan is going forward. Halo has been a part of my life for a very long time. For as long as I can remember, I've always had a thing for this game. I remember playing the older ones back on 360. Halo Reach has always been my favorite one personally. And just kind of saddens me to see where it's at. I don't know, you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments. I always love hearing from you guys, and I love hearing your input on everything. So if you have any other ideas that could kind of, help save Halo Infinite, I'd love to hear it. Anyway, as always, a shout out to the Patrons, comments, your grandma, and Little Bitty Tab. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully I'll see you guys back here tomorrow at 7. Thank you for watching. I love you all. Stay beautiful and have an amazing day.